because I really enjoyed her company. When she came over, we watched movies together and played board games. We'd have a lot of fun, but without fail, when it was almost time for her to go home, she would ask if I still wanted just to remain friends. She would remind me that we would always have fun when we were together, and that we could do that forever if I wanted to. I would have to tell her no each time, and she would look sad and leave. Each time, I had to chase after her to make sure she was okay, but after a while, I realized that it shouldn't be my concern since we weren't dating. That's when her parents would start showing up at my house, trying to talk to me and my parents. They would say that my parents raised a good son, and that breaking up such a great couple was a mistake. They would try to bring peace offerings constantly. Sarah's mom knows that my family likes chocolate cake, and she would bring one over almost every week. Each time, it felt like she was trying to bribe us. Their last hope in me dating Sarah again was one afternoon. They showed up with Sarah and asked to talk to me. I told them yes and let them in. They said they would love for us to get back together and have seen Sarah sad since our breakup. They told me that they would be okay with us casually dating as long as we both planned to get married to one another and wouldn't do anything intimate before that point. I looked at Sarah. She looked desperate for my answer. I really liked her as a person, and the opportunity was presented right in front of me. Best believe I took it. She hugged me tightly, and her parents looked displeased with how close we were but masked it with nervous smiles. We were back together again, and even though it had started rocky, I was excited that we were all on the same page. The next few months were the best of my life. Me and Sarah did everything together. We applied for colleges, got food, and went to our favorite concerts together. I got us 2 tickets to her favorite indie band concert for her birthday a few weeks ago, and she was so happy. I loved making her smile. Her parents were happy with how I was treating her as well. They said they've never seen her so happy. One day, while we were at her parents' house, her dad told me how glad he was that I was with their daughter and had slipped a couple of sons in our conversation. He hadn't called me that since the first time me and Sarah dated. I didn't think much of it at first, so I let him call me that. The following day, Sarah and her mom were watching a show about women picking out wedding dresses. Her mom was saying how beautiful she would look in one right now. Then her mom goes to the closet, pulls out her old wedding dress, and tells Sarah to try it on. She looked stunning. The dress looked like it was made for her. They asked me what I thought about it, and I told her she was beautiful. A few weeks later, they started asking me if I would be ready to pop the question soon, and that's when my bubble of delusion popped. I realized they were trying to make me marry her again, and I did not have it. I asked them if the subliminals that they were showing earlier were a ploy to get me to marry their daughter. They brought up the same argument that they had months ago. If I planned on marrying her, the time I did it should not matter. They said I should have known that they didn't change. They just wanted me to be with their daughter again, and I could see right through it. I told them that I would not be marrying their daughter now, and they were heated. They called me ungrateful and said to me that I didn't deserve their daughter if she was going to have to wait years to get married. We argued until I realized we were talking in circles, and I decided to speak to Sarah about it. She said the exact same thing she said months ago. I decided to break up with Sarah. It hurts more now than before because I really wanted to spend my life with her, and over the past few months, we have built a great bond with each other, but I suppose life got in the way. Her parents didn't bother trying again to get back with me, and although Sarah did, even attempting to seduce me with explicit photos on a few circumstances, I never gave in.